for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because we check the guns.
CARS stands for the Complete Arse Ski Team.
Complete arse race team.
But just don't get him too drunk because he's a miserable cunt in the morning.
Could have got us killed at Esher train station by all the people going back to London, shouting abuse with a loud hailer.
What does the cast mean to you?
Complete arse, that is the thing that encompasses all of us to a T.
Bunch of old bastards. You lot are. But you are a bunch of old bastards.
It's basically about going out and having a good time on the mountain, having a few beers, gathering, chatting, doing nothing.
But the thing is just Mickey taking the whole way. You complete arse applies to anyone. And as I say, people don't take it too seriously.
You'll have some weird people sitting next to you. You think how did I get here sitting next to you? But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves.
And they consist of lots of members, from some who I've never been with. There's
Mixture of, it's like a box of, not chocolate, it's like a box of licorice all sorts, it's a mixture of everything. It just seems to work.
You should have stayed. I tried to warn you just to stay away.
But to me, the cast is like the cast of a play. They are various people, actors, who take life not too seriously. We go away, and it can be skiing, horse racing, or just down the pub. And we'll get on well, have a laugh, don't take things too seriously. Usually alcohol is involved. And they're probably a selected bunch, actually, because we don't have everyone, because I guess a lot of people wouldn't fit, actually, with their sense of humour.
Good morning, we're here at the racecourse at York for Porter's Stag Do, and this is the start of a day that who knows what's going to happen. Pissed, falling over, already done that last night. Let's see what the day brings.
Some people say my love cannot be true. Please believe me, my love, and I'll show you. I will give you those things you thought unreal. The sun, the moon, the stars all bear my seal.
Driving down a hill on the way home from skiing, so I've taken my car, which is a four-wheel drive vehicle, and Andy has taken his car, which is a four-wheel drive vehicle, and Tootsie took his car, which is a two-wheel front-wheel drive vehicle. And my best memory of that, those of us that were with us, was watching Andy come gliding past me thinking that he's just taking a turn in front coming down the mountain, but actually as we got halfway down and parked up, Andy got out of the vehicle, white as a sheet, and I said, "What's the matter, mate?" And he said, "Well, I've just slid past you and we didn't drive past you."
Very famous street, this. Very famous street.
What is that?
Mungo in the bar where you were walking down. Who's coming? Everybody had to pretend that Mungo was coming, and I got it wrong and called it Mongrel during this. Mongrel's coming, and they said what? And I happened to say, "Oh yes, Mongrel's coming," which happened to be young Samuel wading through the door. Mungo.
Come on, go. Keep going through, guys. Yeah, go. No women here. No whatsoever.
What? I lost that one. I'm getting desperate.
Jamie.
No. Alors, tout de suite, on va juste.
Money shot, take one.
Breakfast, relaxed, skiing, nothing too challenging, fun, drink, ski,
Don't have to look at that.
drink, eat, drink, sauna, sleep, become part of a band.
You know, go get more air.
Yeah, but
That's when you buzz it.
How smuggle that
Yeah, I can understand it, Chris.
like it. The cast or the cart, the complete arses, they are what it says on the tin. They are a bunch of complete arses.
But I haven't known. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, the Ted Meister is in the building.
biggest surprise, I know, because it was my dad's stag do. We were so happy to see the bloke, and as we all were, and there he was just walking past, and we were all sitting there. And it was, oh, Ted, bloody hell, because he was missed. He was supposed to be there. He was supposed to be there, and this horse racing thing is Ted isn't horse racing.
What a guy. Jump, you prick.
Yeah, he's left a big void in our group. Love him to bits. We gave him a good send-off, which was lovely, and most of us were there, which was great. He's just one of these guys and that, he'll never disappear from my mind or other people's and that. And it's the same in my other world, my rugby world and that, you know, they feel the same about him. He used to come away on tour and things like that. So, but yeah, I mean, nothing more to be said. Reliable, lovely guy, man of few words, but when he said them, it was usually very profound. So, and I miss him to bits. Bless him.
When everything was outside, busted and blue, out in the universe.
The thing about Toots is we were all out on the drink and most of us decided to go back, and my son Lawrence, who'd never been skiing with us before, decides to stay with Chris and Toots, and fell in the room over everything. And as he got up, he just said to me, "Dad, them blokes can really drink." He said, "I don't know how they do it." He said, "I am absolutely wasted."
Shadow on the wall.
We got off a ski lift, and someone asked what the time was, and he come off the ski lift behind, and he had a face full of Mars bar at the time. And so I said, "What's the time?" And he went, trying to say 3 o'clock with a face full of Mars bar. And for the rest of the time, "What's the time, Toots?" She was like, "Oh." It's like, "Was that 3 o'clock?" It was just unbelievable. There, you know, and forever it was Toots o'clock, Toots o'clock.
All my life, all my life, be my light on me. I am a satellite, and I can't get back without you.
It was just great fun, never let you down, and he was just a great bloke.
He was a man of little words, but what he did have to say was obviously very amusing. Usually, so somehow he managed to brighten up a room with whatever he was doing. But he loved to drink.
The ones that connect to us, weightless I fall on your body till we're invincible. I'm with you throughout it, busted and blue. All my life, all my life.
But yes, poor old Toots, bless him. All I can say, yes, sadly missed from the cast. And great entertainment was for away skiing all the time. But one of my biggest things with Toots was always the fact that you ask him any sort of question and you never really got a straightforward response. There was always this, a bit like Mungo type mindset, but you could never understand a frigging word that poor old Toots said when you're up the mountain until he'd had a couple of beers. And then it got worse.
He fitted in well with what we did with the skiing. He loved it. We loved having him along. I know he liked coming with us. He had lots of other interests as well. Just dipped into our world a few times in the year with racing and skiing. traditional to us to cover someone in snow when they're down. Tootsie comes down the slope, covers this old gentleman in snow, having not realised that he's an old gentleman and he thinks he's one of us. And then Tootsie stands there and says, "Oh, apologies," and skis off.
Nice to see you all.
Yeah, see. Oh, do we have a full moon, half moon? It's something like this.
Right, Toots. Good morning. Nice to see you up so well.
Thank you.
Some gloves in your hand.
Yes.
On your person.
There will always be Toots.
Are you alone? Have your friends been replaced by robots? The robots are everywhere. Have you ever imagined watching a sunset on Mars? A robot is doing that right now. You would freeze, suffocate, burn up, then turn into meaningless space dust, only to be one day collected by a robot. Every day, robots are taking care of more and more for you. You are free. So, now what will you do? Let me help you with a visualization. Imagine you are in a desert, staring at the blinding midday sun. In your left hand, a jewel-encrusted goblet of bubble tea. In your right hand, a string of balloons. On your head is a sparkling cardboard top hat. I just threw that in for fun. Your stomach is growling, and you wish you didn't eat that clam burrito. With the scorching heat, the indigestion, and the search for meaning, you are now bursting with effervescent life force. It shoots from your fingertips in lightning bolts. Suddenly, a ferocious polar bear is chasing you across the desert sands. He wants that bubble tea. Shoot him with your life lightning. Now imagine the polar bear is really a robot. Do you see where I'm going with this? Anyway, that was just an example. Think of your own thing. Something that makes you happy.
Appreciate other people's nakedness.
No, not that. Something the robots haven't thought of yet.
You need what?
Lord Porter, because he's dependable. You could have him in your corner any time and he won't let you down. He might call you a cock or a knob, but he definitely will back you up 100%.
Mr. / Lord Porter. Clearly he's, as much as I'm not allowed to tell him this, probably chief organiser of a lot of these events, but I think he didn't organise the last skiing, did he? But I feel really bad for not going to his wedding, but he's always been a staple of every event I've been to. It's always easy to chat to, get along with him incredibly well, and I think he's just an all-round top bloke.
Rob, without a doubt.
Rob?
Yeah.
Why?
You can talk to him for hours. about shit, and then... But just don't get him too drunk because he's a miserable cunt in the morning.
Brilliant. Sean with a loud hailer that day was good. Pain in the arse. Could have got us killed on the... What's the platform? What's the station we stop at? Where is it? Esher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could have got us killed at Esher train station by all the people going back to London shouting abuse with a loud hailer.
5-star complete arse award. It's got to be Nork. Without any second thoughts, Nork wins. His ability to organise 23 blokes, whether we're skiing or whether we're horse racing, he completely organised York all on his own, and he did an outstanding job. Nothing went wrong, and what everyone wanted to achieve, and what most importantly my dad, Colin, or Lord Porter wanted to achieve, was achieved. And he deserves a hat tip, if nothing else, but definitely an award for being a complete arse, because he is quite rightly so a complete arse. Yeah, I can't say too many kind of words about him, because obviously he's blood, and I think he's a prick.
Andy, because Andy has been with me on all of the trips we've been right from the start, and he is like myself, original cast member. Without Andy, then there wouldn't be the cast. So I nominate Andy in a nice way.
Tony, but I'm trying to think of what he's done. I think he just generally is an arse, but I can't pinpoint bits why.
That'd be perfect.
So I'll go with Stoney. I don't know why. You just are.
I have actually thought about that after speaking to him on the phone, and I would actually say there's one that comes clearly to mind, and I would say it's got to be Danny Barnes in my book. And the only reason I say Danny Barnes is a couple of times we've had full-blown Yetis in the snow, off the piste, absolutely fucking mullered.
Stonebanks comes to mind, bless him. He plays the buffoon very well, and he's always blooming good company in that, as is everyone really. So Steve Carman, he's always good fun. I can't say anything about my mate Colin because I've actually lived with him. We work together and drink together and spend most of my life with him. So, but everyone's a participant really. Some people are louder than others, but yeah, I suppose those two names. Carman and Stonebanks go for the Bob Gibb award.
You pick me up, then you put me down. Can't seem to find my way around you. See what you think when you don't think it now.
I'm quite jealous of that alcohol capabilities, shall we say. I like to think of myself as able to hold a drink, but when I try and hold my own against
I don't think of you much at all. Just one thing seemed to make you care. Who's gonna drive and take you home? Only a fool could walk away from me this time.
and I'm looking forward to actually going with Stonebanks this year, so it's going to be quite entertaining if he still arrives, because he's down to go. Hopefully he goes, and I'm just looking forward to a bit of entertainment with Stonebanks this year.
Game, set, and match. Don't seem to be no catch. I don't think she'll drive me to the wall. Ooh, we go out at night, and the world starts feeling right. She don't care about Hollywood.
Bonzair itself has got a wonderful romance about it, which can never be echoed anywhere else in the world. It's its own little core, its own little slice of heaven for me, and I'll always love it.
Every star I see is mine. Only
Brilliant singing. It's fantastic.
I'm walking on air and every cloud is now 9.
And then the essence of it is not necessarily, or it didn't start as being necessarily just all skiing. It was to go out there, and we very soon realised with on there it wasn't just about the skiing, it was about socialising.
Get back away from me this time, yeah. I'm not the one for you. Every star I see is mine. I'm not the one for you. All the fool, get back away. I'm walking on air, and every cloud is cloud 9.
Somewhere with my evil twin. Is he me or am I him? Two things at the same time. Things at the same time.
No, I just hope it goes on for an awful long time, to be quite honest. I think historically, you know, we're all getting a bit older now, and it probably won't be as lively as it has been in the past and that, but there's no reason why anyone shouldn't just stop going on.
Two birds of the same mind. Two birds of the same mind.
Always up for a good evening. A good day as well, to be fair, especially on the mountain skiing.
as well. So go out there, do a bit of skiing, go to the bars, meet the local people, get involved in their local food, which was one big thing. The cheese, the eggs, the plat de valaisanne, and we've made some really good friends.
I need a gangster to love.
I'll go back there tomorrow. Loved it. Town was fantastic. The town was class. The racing was brilliant place. A bloody long way, but I'd do the drive. I'd definitely go up there again.
Ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do. I'm fucked up. I'm black and blue.
The cast means to me a bloody good time. And it's sound, a lot of banter, a lot of chatter. And I must say, once I've clockwork, never seen a day run so smooth in my life.
Pussy shit, I don't want what I can get. I want someone with secrets that nobody knows. I need a gangster to love me back.
York race course was lovely. It was probably now one of my favourite race courses. Got to Sandown and Goodwood a lot, obviously, but York was good, and I'm sure we'll go back there.
To always forgive me, ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do. My freakness is on the loose and running all over you. Please take me to places that nobody knows. You got me hooked up on the feeling. You got me hanging from the ceiling. Got me up so high I'm barely breathing. So don't let me down, let me down, let me down, let me go. I need a gangster to love me better. Love me better, better, baby. All the others do. They do, they do, they do. To always forgive me. Ride or die with me. Ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do.
But a moment that kind of describes how things end up was when we went into a lovely little bar, sat down, and realised we were in a gay bar, advertising transsexual bands that Saturday night or whatever it was. And we all kind of looked around and thought, oh, we're enjoying it anyway, we'll stay for a few more. And just...
What rides are you after? Andy, what rides are you getting?
I wanted to go to York races for my stag do, and I chose who I wanted to be there because I thought everybody that was I knew that everybody that would be there would fit in together, and they're all very, very valued friends. It was a group of people that some hadn't met before, but I knew that would work together. And all I wanted out of the weekend, which was achieved for me, was that everybody that came was able to do what they wanted to do and have a great time, and they didn't have to necessarily go along with the crowd if they didn't particularly want to. And I think that was achieved in that weekend. And we all went and had a good drink, something to eat, a great day at the races, and some more drink and something else to eat, and then we all came home.
Stout black, that's the latest dip apparently. That's the same as Guinness, black currant, same sort of thing. He's allowed to drink that. Yeah. Did you put it on there?
I nominated Brian because I'm a big cunt. I have very bad skin this morning, but it's the only guy who had a proper spoon with him to help me out. Nobody wants to go to Hawaii. No. I'll go ahead. Yeah.
Many stories, as I'm sure you're aware. But again, right.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, again, good bloke to be around. He's always got something fun to say and can talk to the end of the earth. So until the end of the earth, so it'll be sorely missed.
And lucky, it's quite a lot of people.
Do know of him, he was a very welcoming man, very, he'd greet anyone and do anything for anyone, very generous, again quite, what I saw of him, quite quiet and, but also a good laugh.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Huge character of the skiing, and we're very, very lucky to, fortunate to know a character, an individual like Fran.
Fran made such a big impact on our lives, not just mine, our lives. Without Fran, we wouldn't have done half of what we've managed to do. When we've been over to Switzerland, we've got involved in all sorts of local things, all instigated by Fran. And I've got a massive great list, but we can't go through, but the main one is the cabin. You know, to go to the cabin, to be able to ski off-piste to a little cabin on the side of a mountain that only the people that have been there can appreciate what it's like. I can't describe it to anybody that hasn't been there, but we all know what it's like, and without Fran we wouldn't. By us, the Swiss wanker, but that was a term of endearment for him, not in the way that it sounds.
A few times I've met him, a lovely guy, really nice fella. Kept active all his life. I was really surprised when he passed away. But yeah, he was always there when we went to Onzair. Good company. He had some good friends in Onzair as well, which we met. Yes, another guy sadly missed, and you can't replace anyone like that. But they will stay in your minds.
Lovely chap, brilliant knowledge, really friendly as an individual, and I think some of his, never skied with the guy, only because we were always drinking rather than skiing, but yes, great entertainer and sadly missed.
Well, all the time we go, we usually stop for breakfast on the day of the event, if we're going horse racing. So it's breakfast somewhere, hop on a train, get in a taxi and we go to Goodwood, go to the pub, a couple of hours in the pub, and the whole thing, it's not just about the horse racing or the skiing or whatever, it's just about the companionship and being there. And then, as I say, we finish in the pub, go to the track, have a few winners, hopefully. And when there's, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 of us and that, someone usually has a winner.
It starts really when I get in the car at home to drive up here, and it all starts from that. And that's when the day starts. Colin. First time I've met him, and he came with such bad luck.
The people that we choose to go horse racing, I suppose. again, all very like-minded, all like to have a laugh, all different age groups, which is nice.
The crew meet, breakfast, superb. The banter's superb from the second we meet up. It's a brilliant day. You're all chilled and relaxed, the day's over and it's really nice, really good night.
Out and have a good day, good drink, good laugh, have a bet, have a curry, and everybody enjoys it.
Favourite memory? I think when we all won on one horse, I think, and everyone had a good win. I think that was my company at Goodwood at some point. I can't remember exactly when, but when everyone had a good win, that was, it's good to see that everyone's going in and getting something, everyone's happy.
Well, to me, it's about losing money, basically. I go there, spend money, get Porter taking the piss all day long, and that's about it, really, in my books. But yes, of course, if you're with Lord Porter and you know the system, he still won't tell you anyway, because he's the one that has to win. So to me, it's about losing money.
Whatever goes on in your normal life, it doesn't matter how bad someone's having a great time or someone's having a shit time, or in your normal life, but you go skiing and it's all sort of forgot about. Everyone just goes and gets on with whatever and does whatever, no matter if anyone's right down or anyone's right up. Everyone just comes together and it's always fine, no matter what the group changes. Everyone still has a good laugh with everybody, different ages, the different personalities, all that shit.
The pub before the curry house, because everyone's had a good day. You take the piss out of the ones that hadn't had a good day.
I went to Sandown 2016, and I think we all won the bet, and we just went absolutely fucking berserk. And I think North, you got a massive win as well, and it all went silent for a second, so it all piped up again, and it went silent, and it went ballistic again. It was brilliant. Excellent.
Again, referring to me good self, this is not aimed at it. Well, actually, this is really myself and Peter Stonebanks. We were walking back with everybody, making our way back to the hotel. We stopped for a drink in a bar, as you do, under the influence of Gibb and one or two others. They left, and the next thing, me and Stoney are walking around the parameters of York. Seemed to take us about an hour to get home, and everybody just 15 minutes. Silly old bastards got lost.
Excellent.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You loving on the psychopath sitting next to you. You loving on the murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said